Why does something as simple as keeping your home clean feel like climbing a mountain after 60? The truth is, it's not your fault, and it's not just about age. Hidden dangers in everyday cleaning routines are quietly draining energy and even putting independence at risk. But 7 overlooked hacks can turn exhaustion into ease, and most seniors have never even heard of them. Are you still bending down to scrub that bottom kitchen cabinet only to feel your back seize up halfway through? What if I told you that one of the most common chores in your home, the kind you've done your whole life, could now be putting your safety at risk without you even realizing it? And more importantly, what if I told you there's a simpler, almost effortless way that's helped thousands of seniors feel strong, steady, and in control again? Meet Patricia. She's 68, lives alone in a cozy home in New Mexico, and still prides herself on keeping things neat and tidy. But last winter, while trying to mop up a coffee spill in her hallway, she twisted wrong and ended up lying on the floor alone for almost 2 hours. She didn't break anything, thank God, but it was enough of a scare that her daughter insisted she rethink the way she cleaned. The truth is, many of us were taught to clean with elbow grease, not efficiency. That was fine in our 30s. But now, every unnecessary bend, stretch, and lift chips away at our energy, and sometimes at our safety. The mop Patricia was using? It was one of those clunky spin mops with a heavy bucket you have to haul around. She said, "I used to feel like I needed a forklift just to clean my kitchen." But then something changed. Her neighbor across the street, Jack, who's 74 and an engineer at heart, showed her a flat mop with a built-in spray system. No more bucket. No more ringing. It was as light as a feather and cleaned twice as fast. Patricia said it felt like going from pushing a wagon up a hill to gliding on roller skates. Suddenly, cleaning wasn't exhausting. It was manageable. Even kind of fun. This kind of simple switch can change everything. And that's what we're here for. To remind you that your home doesn't have to be a battlefield, and your body doesn't have to be the casualty. If any of this feels like your daily routine or maybe reminds you of someone you love, go ahead and click the like button. It helps us reach more folks who need to hear that there is a better way. Now here's another game changer. Cleaning with tools that work with your body, not against it. Have you ever used a microfiber mitt instead of a rag? Patricia keeps one on each hand, yes, both hands, and dusts her shelves like she's giving her books a hug. No sprays. No sneezing. No risk of knocking over her favorite photo frames. And then there's the long-handled duster. Bless that invention. It reaches corners and ceiling fans without ladders or tiptoes. Patricia jokes that it's her magic wand because it lets her clean like Mary Poppins without leaving the ground. But let's pause here a second, because this isn't just about tools. It's about mindset. Somewhere along the way we got the idea that working harder means doing things the old way. But wisdom says otherwise. Wisdom says if there's an easier path that keeps you safer, take it. That kind of wisdom is what builds confidence again. It's what helped Patricia stop dreading chores. She even told me last week, for the first time in years, my kitchen sparkles and my back doesn't scream. That's not a small victory, that's a lifestyle upgrade. And speaking of upgrades, let me ask you this. What's one cleaning habit you've been holding on to that secretly wears you out? Is it that heavy vacuum or bending to wipe down baseboards? Share it with us in the comments. You'd be surprised how many others are right there with you waiting to say, "Me too." You see, Everyday Seniors isn't just about videos. It's about conversations, community, and real solutions that fit your life. Not your younger years, but your real life now. No fluff, no guilt, just dignity and ease, one habit at a time. And if this story lit a little spark in you, maybe made you smile, nod, or think of someone you care about, go ahead and share this video with them. You never know whose life one small tip might touch. Because when you're over 60, your time, energy, and safety matter more than ever. And cleaning? It should feel like a quick refresh, not a wrestling match. We're here to show you that every corner of your home and your life can be easier than you've been told. And you, my friend, are worth that ease. Every single day. Have you ever quietly looked around your living room and thought, how did it get so messy? Not dirty, just cluttered, magazines stacked on tables, laundry folded but not put away, dust bunnies doing laps under the furniture. You don't even remember letting it pile up, but somehow, it feels like your energy ran out before your to-do list did. You're not alone in that feeling. And you're not lazy. You're human. And you're aging. And that matters. See, what we don't talk about enough is that housework at 65 or 75 isn't just about mess. It's about mental load. It's that constant list running through your head. Clean the counters, check the fridge, sweep the porch. That wears you out before you even start. That quiet, invisible weight is the real exhaustion. Not the broom. Not the mop. The pressure. I spoke to Raymond, a retired postman in Indianapolis, who told me something I'll never forget. He said, I used to walk 15 miles a day delivering mail. Now I get winded just organizing the pantry. But it's not the movement that gets me, it's the overwhelm. Raymond's not talking about laziness. He's talking about something real, decision fatigue. When everything feels urgent, we freeze. We delay. And then we feel guilt. That guilt adds another layer of stress until we're stuck, unsure where to begin. So we don't. But here's the truth no one tells you. The best way to clean as a senior is not to clean the way you used to. It's to rethink the way you approach the task entirely. Instead of cleaning the whole house, what if you cleaned by energy zones? Raymond started doing this and it changed his life. He created 3 zones in his home: easy energy, medium energy, and leave it till tomorrow. On high-energy mornings, he'll tidy the kitchen or water plants. On tired afternoons, he just wipes down the bathroom sink or folds laundry from a chair. And when he has no energy at all, he gives himself permission to rest. No shame. No guilt. He said, I stopped measuring success by how much I did. Now I measure it by how I feel when I'm done. And that, my friend, is freedom. This mindset doesn't just protect your body. It heals your spirit. It gives you permission to do what's right for you, not what your 30-year-old self could have done. And let's be honest, if we saw our friends hurting themselves just to keep a floor spotless, we'd stop them, right? So why don't we stop ourselves? Now, if anything I've said so far feels familiar, like you've had those same thoughts, or maybe you're in that, where do I even start? Stage, I want you to pause right now and share this video. Send it to a friend, a neighbor, even your adult children. Because chances are someone else is overwhelmed too, but they just haven't said it out loud yet. That's the quiet truth of aging. We don't always talk about the struggle, but we feel it. And that's why we need each other. Let's talk tools again for a second. You've probably heard of robot vacuums, right? Those little discs that zoom around and suck up dirt like tiny house elves? For a lot of seniors, it sounds too high-tech. But Raymond calls his the best roommate I've ever had. It runs on a schedule, doesn't talk back, and gives him one less thing to worry about. But even if you're not into gadgets, you can still work smarter. Like keeping cleaning cloths in every room, not one set in a closet across the house. Or using a cordless hand vac instead of a full-size model. Or putting small baskets in high-clutter areas so tidying up is a 30-second job instead of a full afternoon. You see, it's not about never cleaning. It's about never sacrificing yourself just to keep up with it. And if you've ever pushed through pain just to vacuum or dust, thinking, I don't want to be that senior who lets things go, let me tell you something. You're not letting anything go. You're choosing your health over a shiny floor. And that's not failure. That's wisdom. Leave a comment below if this speaks to you. What's one cleaning task that used to feel easy, but now drains you? You're not alone, and your voice might just give someone else the courage to finally speak up too. Because the moment we stop pretending we're still 35, is the moment we start reclaiming our power at 65, 70, and beyond. You don't need to do it all. You just need to do it differently. And we're here to walk that journey with you. Every step, every shortcut, every smart, senior-powered hack that reminds you your energy is precious. Use it where it counts. And if this message lifted even a little bit of weight off your shoulders today, go ahead and give this video a like. It's a small click, but it tells us, yes, I see you. I feel this too. And that's the kind of connection that truly makes all the difference. Here's the moment that changed everything for Lorraine, a 68-year-old former kindergarten teacher in Tallahassee, Florida. She told me, I realized I was spending more time recovering from cleaning than actually cleaning. She'd vacuum, scrub, wipe down windows, then spend 2 days nursing sore knees and icing her shoulder. Her daughter finally said, Mom, why are you cleaning like you're still 40? And Lorraine paused. Not because she disagreed, but because she didn't have an answer. That was her turning point. And it might be yours too. Because here's the truth no one wants to admit. The way you used to clean may be hurting you more than it's helping you. You don't need to lower your standards. You need to upgrade your approach. The real problem isn't mess, it's method. So let's change the method. One of the most powerful changes you can make is what we call the zone cleaning system. Think of it like your personal roadmap for keeping your home tidy without exhausting yourself. It's not a rigid routine or a to-do list, it's a rhythm. You simply break your home into 4 zones. Zone 1, kitchen and dining area. Zone 2, bathrooms. Zone 3, bedrooms and closets. Zone 4, living room and walkways. And here's the secret sauce. You only focus on 1 zone per day. Not the whole house. Not even a whole room. Just 1 area of life, 1 day at a time. Lorraine started doing this. Mondays she only tidied the kitchen. Tuesdays she did a quick refresh in the bathrooms. Wednesdays were for dusting the living room. That's it. She gave herself permission to stop trying to be the hero of housekeeping and started being the CEO of her energy. And the results? She didn't just feel less sore. She started enjoying her home again. She had energy left over to do the things she actually liked, like baking bread and calling her granddaughter on Zoom. That's what happens when we shift from I have to clean to I'm choosing what serves me today. This isn't laziness. It's leadership over your own life. And let me be clear, this approach isn't just about ease. It's about safety too. Every year, over 1 million adults over 65 in the U.S. are treated for injuries related to falls, many of which happen during household chores. That's not a stat, it's a warning. Because when you're on a slippery floor with a heavy mop or stretching to clean a high shelf, the risk is very real. But when you're using upright tools, working 1 small zone at a time and giving your body breaks, you don't just stay productive, you stay protected. This is about more than a clean home. It's about reclaiming your health and your peace of mind. So here's your mindset shift, your breakthrough moment. Cleaning isn't about doing it all, it's about doing what makes sense for your body today. If that's dusting 1 shelf, fantastic. If it's tidying just the table and lighting a candle, beautiful. If it's sitting down with your feet up while your robot vacuum does its thing, even better. You are not falling behind, you are finding balance. And if this lesson resonated with you, if you felt even a small moment of relief hearing this, then I want to invite you to subscribe to Everyday Seniors. We don't just share advice, we share permission. Permission to slow down. Permission to adjust. Permission to age with power, grace, and wisdom. Because your health is your home's greatest asset. Without it, nothing else works. Lorraine now says, my house may not be perfect, but neither am I, and that's okay. What matters is that it feels like mine again. That's the kind of peace every senior deserves. So if you've ever felt frustrated or defeated trying to keep up with a routine that no longer fits, just know this. You're not the problem. The old method is, and you have every right to change it. Starting today. Let us know in the comments, what's one thing you could let go of to make cleaning easier on your body? What's one task you'll no longer push through pain to complete? Because when we speak up, we remind others they can too. You're not just cleaning. You're choosing your health first. And that choice, that's the real game changer. Let's talk about the one thing no one ever thinks about, but that silently makes cleaning 10 times harder. Where you store your cleaning supplies. It sounds simple, right? But take a moment and really think, how many times have you bent into a deep cabinet under the sink, or reached way up over your head for a spray bottle? It's not just annoying. For seniors, it's a hidden hazard. That's what nearly caused a serious fall for James, a 75-year-old Vietnam veteran living in San Diego. He kept all his cleaning products in a plastic bin under his bathroom sink. Every time he needed something, he'd get down on one knee, dig through bottles, stand up with one hand on the counter for balance, and pray he didn't lose it. One morning he slipped. The bin tipped. His back locked up, and he lay there for nearly 15 minutes before he could grab his phone. All of that for a bottle of tile cleaner. After that, James's daughter surprised him with something small, cheap, and completely life-changing: a rolling utility cart. Now everything he needs, cleaners, microfiber cloths, duster, even gloves, is right there at waist level. No bending. No balancing acts. No more crawling under sinks or stepping on stools. Just grab, clean, and roll. He calls it his freedom wagon. Here's why this hack works. It removes friction. When cleaning feels complicated or physically risky, we avoid it. But when everything's easy to reach and you don't have to strain or stretch, you're more likely to get it done and feel good doing it. James keeps his cart parked in the hallway. His grandkids decorated it with stickers of smiley faces and flags. What used to feel like a burden now feels like a badge of independence. And that's what I want for you. Because let's be honest, when your tools are accessible, you feel capable. And when you feel capable, you're in control. That's the emotional power of these so-called small changes. They're not just about efficiency. They're about dignity. Maybe it's time to give yourself permission to reorganize, not because you're weak, but because you're smart enough to adapt. Aging isn't about giving up. It's about getting wiser about how you use your strength. You might also consider this bonus tip. Use color-coded supplies for different rooms. Blue for bathrooms, yellow for kitchens, green for dusting. Why? Because when things are simple and clear, your brain doesn't have to work as hard. It's a small trick, but it makes you feel sharp, organized, and on top of things. This isn't just a cleaning cart. It's a confidence station. Every time you reach for something and don't have to strain, you're reminding your body that it matters, that you deserve ease, that you're still in charge. And listen, if you're thinking, well, I've made it this far doing things the hard way, I hear you. But here's the thing. You don't earn more respect by suffering unnecessarily. You earn it by knowing better and making changes that serve your future self. Your home is your sanctuary. But it shouldn't come at the cost of your comfort. So take a minute right now and ask yourself, where are my supplies? What hurts the most when I clean? What's one small adjustment I could make today to give myself a little more grace tomorrow? If this moment gave you a new idea or reminded you of a time you struggled and found a better way, let us know in the comments. You never know who you might help by sharing your experience. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. Not just because it helps the video, but because it helps others find solutions that could change their daily lives just like James did. Remember this. You're not too old to make life easier. You're just wise enough to know how. You don't need to prove anything by pushing through pain. You've already done the hard work, raising families, building careers, showing up for others day after day. At this stage in life, your energy is precious. Your time is sacred. And your home, it should feel like peace, not pressure. That's why these cleaning hacks matter more than they seem. Because when your daily chores stop draining you, something beautiful happens. You get your life back. Let me tell you about Maria, an 81-year-old grandmother in Charleston, South Carolina. Every Saturday, she used to spend half the day cleaning her tiny apartment. On her knees, scrubbing corners, dragging heavy buckets across linoleum. She'd skip meals, cancel visits from her friends. I have to keep my space perfect, she'd say. I don't want people thinking I've let myself go. But perfection came at a price. Her back ached. Her knees swelled. And eventually her joy started to disappear. Until one day her son said something simple that changed her. Ma, a clean house doesn't mean you're still strong. A clean house means you're still hurting for it. That hit her hard. But he was right. So she started letting go of the old ways. She replaced her broom with a swivel sweeper that did the job in half the time. Switched to spray mops that didn't need buckets. Bought a few of those smart little silicone scrubbers you just rinse clean. No more harsh chemicals. She stopped trying to clean the whole place in one exhausting session. Instead, she broke it into zones just like we talked about. Monday for the kitchen. Wednesday for the bathroom. Friday for dusting and vacuuming. Simple. Peaceful. Manageable. Now she has the energy to sit on the porch with her neighbors, play cards with her grandkids, or just enjoy a quiet cup of tea without being sore for hours after. And you know what? Her house is still just as clean. But she's finally free. That's the real message here. These aren't just cleaning tricks. They're life tricks. They're dignity savers. They're freedom givers. They are small tools with big power. Power to help you feel confident, capable, and in control. Because you deserve that. You've earned a life that doesn't hurt you. So if you felt seen in this video, if even one of these ideas made you pause and think, that would make my life easier, then go ahead, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone else who might need a little relief too. Your story, your strength, and your wisdom matter here. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one cleaning change you've made that helped you feel stronger or safer? And if you're new to our community, hit that subscribe button. Here on Everyday Seniors, we talk about real challenges with real solutions, designed for real people like you. Not celebrities, not influencers, just everyday folks who still want to live fully with grace and pride. So I'll leave you with this. A tidy space should never cost you your comfort. You don't need to work harder to prove your worth. You just need the right tools, a little encouragement, and the belief that it's okay to do things differently than you used to. Because aging isn't the end of ability, it's the beginning of wisdom. And wisdom says, there's a better way. We're Everyday Seniors. And we believe in living smarter, safer, and stronger together.
Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. It truly means a lot. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend or loved one who might benefit. And leave a comment below. We love hearing your thoughts and experiences. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest tips and uplifting advice for living your best life at any age. Now, if you're ready for more wisdom and encouragement, just click the video that's on your screen right now. It's packed with even more insights made just for you. Take care, stay positive, and we'll see you in the next one.